Well, our defense was good. That's a tough team to play with. All the screens they set. They do a lot of movement. Their bigs can step out and shoot, which, our big guys are not used to that in the NBA. You can count teams on one hand that had 6'11", 7-foot guys that can step out and make shots. And so it's a tough team. They run a lot of flex stuff, a lot of motion stuff. They sell a lot of picks. And, because you're running the shot clock down when you run those sets, we don't see a lot of that in the NBA. So it was tough for us.
You went back to the starters for the last 6 minutes, most of the starters for the last 6 minutes tonight. Was that just to get them used to that kind of situation?
Yeah, and I was a little disappointed with some of the way the other guys played. I thought Andrea played great. I thought Jason, but some of the other guys didn't play as well. And I left Jose out there for a reason, we're working on certain things in practice. It's time to start applying them in the game. We're calling, we're pushing, we're pulling, but not gonna scream and yell. But charity time is almost over. If you're not gonna come out there and apply the things that we're doing in practice, you're not gonna play. And we've played the first 4 preseason games, just playing people, showing them on tape. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. And with the premise of, even if you make a mistake, trying to do what we're working on, no problem. Don't get any easier than that. So you're not going to come out and do those things. You're not going to play. So a great coach told me one time, your biggest learning tool, John Wooden said it, let them sit on the bench and watch. So if some of them need to sit there and watch it, that's what they're going to do. Because we've played with fewer numbers before.
You had Andrea, Chris, and Jermaine on the floor at the same time. Is that just a luck you wanted to see?
No, I didn't want. We thought Jordan was going to play tonight. I came to the arena with the intentions that Jordan was going to play, and once we found out Jordan wasn't going to play, I didn't want to go to that lineup right now because we got a lot of guys, and Andrea got to get enough minutes at the position, but I wasn't happy with the way some of the other guys were playing. And so, as a coach, you do what you got to do to win a basketball game. And I thought Andrea responded well. We had to change some things up with that group out there, but I thought defensively they was good. They looked pretty good. And what we used at some time, maybe it depends on who we're playing. It depends on the matchups. These guys, it was easier to do because all their bigs are similar, and it was easier to switch. And their small forward, plays more like a 4. But it might be tougher against other matchups. But tonight, we were able to do it, and I did it because I just wasn't happy with the way some of the other guys were playing.
Jermaine seemed to grow with confidence that long stretch you played in the second half.
Well, yeah, he's getting his timing. You see early that, he's stumbling, he's trying to get his footwork down, he's trying to get his timing down. That's just come from not playing against live competition on the game situations, and he's slowly starting to get that back.
How close do you think he is to being?
I don't know. It's hard to say a percentage, but he's slowly getting there. And as you saw the game went on, he made some moves that he's known to make. He was explosive. He was quick with the basketball, and it's just going to take time for it to come.
With Andrea, he was really active today. What have you noticed that's different than last year?
Well, just confidence, understanding. Just the thing I'm proud of Andrea is the things that we've been asking him to do, he's been doing in practice. And, with all our guys, what we said was this summer, these are the things we got to get better at. Come to camp, apply them, work on them, do them. If you make a mistake in practice or the game, won't one word be said, as long as you're trying to improve in the areas that you need to improve. And so Andrea is doing that, and he's slowly getting better at those things. He's improving every day at those things. And that's been the message. I don't know as a coach it gets any easier than that. So my message to some of the guys that didn't play in a preseason game or didn't get back in the game, if you don't start applying what we're teaching, the things that we're spending hours and hours on that you need to get better at, you're not going to play.